Can you describe what it was like waking up this morning and kind of realizing everything that happened and you guys are not NBA champs?
I mean, it was a tough feeling. It was a rough night, kind of reliving the game and how it all unfolded over and over and over and over again, and thinking about things I could have done better personally. It's kind of probably the theme of the summer when you think about basketball, but um, it's a very tough feeling. And at the end of the day, we didn't accomplish our goal. We had three cracks at getting one win and couldn't do it. So got to live with that all summer, and hopefully that this feeling that we have right now will make us better as we look to get back to the stage going forward. So that's basically it. You got to kind of appreciate what we accomplished this season, because it was a special journey and a special ride, and a lot of good things did happen, but came up a little bit short.
Did you get much sleep last night?
A good amount. I kept waking up though, and then it was a very surreal kind of just sitting in your bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about or realizing that the season was over. So tough. Huh? Pretty much the whole fourth quarter, and how it kind of just got away from us. I talked about yesterday, there were probably 3 or 4 possessions where I personally settled, looking for a big three when that's not what the possession called for. And obviously, make or miss, maybe we're having a different conversation, but when you don't execute like that, it haunts you. So it's a tough feeling.
Steph, on that fast break play, you made the pass to Iguodala. I'm wondering, at what point did you see LeBron in your peripheral vision, and then how did you see the rest of the play unfold from your perspective?
I didn't see him till the end. I was focused on trying to get the ball to Dre in the right time, and knew he's very crafty around the rim. LeBron made a great play on the ball with the chase down block, and he just made a great play. That's pretty much all you can say.
Steph, the Warriors have 8 free agents, 4 unrestricted, 4 restricted. What's your gut feeling? Are you guys going to have a similar look next year?
I mean, I don't know. There's, like you said, there's a lot of decisions that have to be made, and a lot of time to hopefully figure that out. We got a great roster right now that has obviously accomplished a lot, and have put ourselves in a pretty good position in the last 2 or 3 years. So, hopefully the roster that's here next year is one that's capable of getting back to the stage and continue to push this organization further.
The other thing is you guys are extremely close. I've never seen a team with this type of chemistry. It would probably be very difficult for you to say goodbye, or is that just part of the business?
Yeah, well, we obviously talk about it a lot. We definitely have something special with the character guys that we have on this team, and what we've all been through, and the brotherhood that we have. You want to protect that at all costs because of how special it is in this league and how quickly things can change from year to year. But you gotta have to just take it as it comes, because you don't know what's going to happen and where guys will end up being and what the look is going to be. So, as we always do every summer, you kind of for us players, you kind of just wait and see.
What's your message to the fans who took this wild ride with you and are disappointed as well today?
It's not over. I mean, this is obviously not how we wanted the season to end this year, but we are very, very confident, optimistic, and excited group, knowing what we can accomplish going forward. So if you look at the history of the league, it would have been really nice to be in that group of teams that have repeated and created that year-to-year special accomplishment, but it's only six. I think it was 6 teams that have done it. The teams that have fallen short find a way to come back stronger and learn from the experiences that we went through. Like games like last night, and continue to push the envelope. I feel very confident that we'll be back on this stage going forward and have another crack at winning a championship.
Steph, now that it's fair to say that as this playoff run went longer, it started to feel even more like a burden not to fail as opposed to that joy that you guys experienced maybe early in the season?
Not really. I mean, we played up until Game 5. We played very, very free and obviously showed on the floor. Things were thrown at us in this series that proved obviously tough to overcome. But I mean, when you have 3 cracks at winning one game and you don't get it done for whatever reason, you can kind of nitpick and say it was this, it was that, it was pressure, it was playing tight, it was whatever. It's kind of hard to say because we were out there just, I know for me, I was out there playing pretty confident, playing, like every minute mattered, and we just didn't get it done. That's the way sports goes. So it's obviously amazing to win, and you understand that's why you celebrate like you do because of how hard it is. And in defeat, you kind of have to just take that pill and move on.
Now that it's over, can you talk about how limited you were with your knee after you came back? I realized during the games you couldn't say much about it, but were you at 70?
I stayed the same. I was out there on the floor and felt that I could do what I needed to do to be effective in games when it comes to how I was moving on the floor. I wasn't 100% no, but it doesn't matter. Coming back from a knee injury, I was able to play and able to give it what I had, and it wasn't enough.
Draymond last night kind of took the blame after the game for missing Game 5, and was there a lesson for him in this whole thing that was pretty tough to swallow?
I think it's kind of unfair for him to say that. It's on all of us, but I think as a competitor that he is, and I'm the same way. All I'm going to think about this summer is what I didn't do well enough to help us win. I think that's a healthy kind of way to channel it, knowing that we're going to continue to get better as players and as teammates and as people going forward because of this experience. That's the best way to handle this kind of defeat. So it's unfair for that amount of pressure, no matter what we say and how we compartmentalize it over the summer. There's a lot of things that didn't go our way and that we as a team didn't do collectively to get the job done. So whatever it is that's going to fuel each one of us to come back stronger next year, embrace it. But it wasn't simply him not playing Game 5 and all the drama of that suspension that caused us to lose. There were talented guys on the other team that played well. And you can't discredit that either.
What do you
When you
expect
talk
this
about
summer
coming
of
back
rehab
stronger
and
next
rest?
year, do you have a strategy for the off season, personally?
I'll need to get some good rest and recovery, obviously, for all sorts of body parts and trying to get 100% healthy. I don't know how much time I'll take off, but once I get back on the floor, it's kind of business as usual of my preparation, knowing what I do to get ready for training camp. So it's helpful knowing the situation last year of the time frame that we have playing into the finals and what the schedule is. With a quick turnaround, September will be here before you know it. So, I'll definitely hopefully take advantage of the time, especially in the next 2 or 3 weeks to get healthy first and then go from there.
I just want to get back to the whole kid thing, because I have kids, and they come away from it, and they don't really know they don't know what to say or feel. Some of them feel down, some of them feel angry. It's just your team's not doing well, or you spent all year with the team doing great. What do you say to kids in terms of the ups and downs about sports moving on?
Well, as a dad, my daughters are still young enough where they know they're going to dad's game, but they don't know kind of the result. I think in the car yesterday, I had a moment. I told Riley, we didn't win, and she looked at me. She's like, I know, it's okay. And I'm like, well, I used that moment to tell you. Yeah, I mean, in sports, you win some, you lose some, but we had a great night as a family, and everybody that came to the game with me. When we went back to the house, it wasn't as lively as a celebration kind of get together would have been, but it was still appreciative, a moment to appreciate all the good things that have happened along the way, on and off the court, and keeping that perspective. This game means a lot to us as players and to the fans and anybody who has a vested interest in the game. But at the end of the day, it's still life, and you can still win at life knowing we didn't get a championship this year. And you got to keep that perspective to maintain the integrity of what you do.
So much of the discourse around the nation, Steph, will be about how you didn't perform or what you didn't do in the finals. How do you handle that, considering you are the MVP?
I take it on the chin because I know I didn't play my best, and that's something that I'll have to deal with. That's my own expectation and my own kind of self-assessment. I don't need anybody else to tell me that. I don't need analysts all summer and breaking it down why I didn't do this, why I didn't do that. My team didn't win. I didn't play my best. That's not going to be the end of the story. It's just kind of a down chapter in the book. So having gone through early playoff exits, you understand that feeling, which drove us to the championship last year. We didn't get it done this year, so it's what do you take from coming up short? And for me, it's going to be, I think I won't watch the film of the game because it'll bring up too many bad memories. But understanding how I can control the game better and whether or not be in that position again, I know I'll be better. Better equipped to handle it. So that's kind of the thing I hold on to.